Good morning, everyone. Today is a special day, not just because it is my RSL day. RSL is basically the responsible service of alcohol. Basically, the RSA, the thing that you need in order for you to work in those kind of like bar or barista kind of stuff. So, some of the requirements will require an RSA. But it's special day because it is finally day 20. Day 20 of our whole vlogging series. And today is just gonna be the RSL day. So it will start at around 10 o'clock. But they want you to log in 30 minutes before the appointment timing. So not appointment, the slot that you have chosen. So on the website that I found, I'll put the link below. They'll give you different dates for when you want to do your RSA. So I chose on the 28th, 10 a.m. And it's like I think $50 or 56. I can't remember. Some of it is about the same price. It's 50-50. Yes, RSA is about $50. There are cheaper ones, but the website looks sketchy. So I decided not to choose those because I'm afraid if I pay that and then they don't end up giving me the certificate, then that's a problem. It's a scam. So I chose this one. At first, I was like thinking, oh, did I just get scammed by this too? Because I didn't get any confirmation email. I didn't get any like a student ID or the like a confirmation timing for the Zoom. But only this morning they emailed me and said, okay, this is your online class details. This is your student portal login, and they'll give you a reminder basically on what time and what are the things you need to have. So one of the things I need to have is a photo ID, which I'll have, which is my passport, and then after that you just start logging in, and it's already 9:30, so it's time for me to go in, and that's basically it. It will run from 10 a.m. to 4:30, and there are breaks. I think there should be breaks. I'm not sure, but we will see how it goes. But yeah, it's a whole day kind of thing, so you need to put time to. I mean, if you're working or you have other commitments, make sure you have the day to set for an RSA. Yeah. So I'm gonna go in now, and then I hope there's no problems with the Zoom login. So that's basically it. It's gonna be an RSA day. I'm gonna record some clips. I'm not sure if I could record clips of the thing, but we'll see how it goes. But one of the things is you must be on the screen at all times, so I can't really exit just to take the camera and record. Peace out. I'm now in a waiting area, and yeah, so we just leave this on. We're gonna start learning. I heard RSA is gonna be easy to do. It's nothing much to like be worried about. You just have to like, is there minors in that table? Are you allowed to serve alcohol? No. And if there's like a drunk guy or something like that, are you allowed to serve alcohol? Better not, he's already drunk. I mean, yeah. So these are the things that you need to maybe they might teach you. Maybe there's a difference now, but RSA generally I heard is gonna be quite easy, so you don't have to worry about whether you pass or fail. You go through it means you pass for sure, for sure. It's a certificate anyway, and it falls just in time for my interview on the 31st. I have one interview, and I put in the resume that I have an RSA. But yeah, I mean, well, okay, it's not lying because in the in the application they didn't ask for the specific date you got the RSA, and technically, you have 1 month of like gap from the first sale of alcohol till your RSA. So if you did sell alcohol already, you need to get your RSA within 1 month. That's basically it. So there is a leeway, and that's just one of the research I've seen. And if the interviewer says, "Oh, you don't have your RSA yet," you can tell them that RSA allows you 1 month from the first sale of alcohol. So technically, you just make sure you rush that after you get that first sale. But don't get the job first before you get an RSA. You got get an RSA first. So technically, that is how I'm doing mine. I just put it in my resume that I have RSA from October this date. I mean October 2024. There's no specific date. They didn't ask for a specific date also. So that's how I'm putting it on. And yeah, you gotta tell them you got all the certificates, and then you make sure you get the certificates before the first interview. That's about it. So right now we are on a short break. It's getting real cold. I might close the window before the next part of the session. So we have like about 3 more hours plus, I would say, maybe 4 hours you could say. So we're on a short break on. They gave us to be back here around 12:25. And yeah, I think one of the main things I just want to mention is there is an assessment where you must complete like 45 questions with zero mistakes. So it's 100% pass rate. You cannot make any mistakes at all somehow. But the good thing about this course with this people, the CHT class, is that as they do the online Zoom, so the lady shows you the slides, and then they talk about the different responsibilities and licenses and laws and regulations that you must have. As you go along with the class, they also give you chance to answer the assessment so that you pass it properly. So it's not like she'll give you the answer straight away. It's like she'll tell you, okay, this is referring to question one. So she'll give you time to like, okay, everyone look at question one now. And then boom, she will start mentioning the different regulations or something like that or whatever. And then you just have to make sure you're listening. You just need to make sure that you understand what she's saying and then put it into the assessment itself. So like question five, okay, they ask you to list down 5 out of 7, and then she'll tell you what's the 5 in her slides, and then you just have to like, oh, okay, the other 2 wasn't mentioned, so okay, click the 5 that's correct. I think after the 45 questions, we will proceed to, I think, role playing. I think there's a role playing section where she will observe us. So we just have to, I don't know, follow the role playing thing. I'll give more info on that one once we finish the role playing section. And then there's a final section where she said there's a short answer question. So it's not multiple choice anymore. It's just you need to write a short statement on a short answer for the questions that they'll provide. So you need to pass all 3 basically. They go through it at a comfortable pace. Any questions or anything that you're not sure of, you can just unmute yourself and ask, or you can put it in the chat. She replies you quite immediately. So yeah, I would say it's a decent certification. You're not gonna get confused. You just have to follow instructions, and the quiz is pretty straightforward. Basically, the assessment. We just finished the RSA course. Okay, so what happened was after that break, there was another part. Actually, there's 2 parts to the knowledge test. So part 1 was 45 questions. Part 2 was about 15 questions, I think. I can't remember, but there was a 2-parter for the knowledge test. And then after that one, we went on a break so that she can mark those 15 questions. And after the break, you're gonna be starting the role playing session. So what happens in the role playing session? There's like 4 role play situations that they'll give you, and then in that breakout room, they'll give you a breakout room, And then in that breakout room, you're gonna have to have one person who becomes the bartender, and then the other three people becomes the customer. So in a way, it's role playing, and then a lot of back and forth, and it gives you a better understanding on how to respond to certain situations when it comes to that kind of situation. Basically, all the other customers are just the other people who are role playing with you as well. So they're gonna give you a hard time or they're gonna give you a good time. So an easy time. Lucky enough for me, there wasn't anyone that was difficult. So, plus, the teacher wasn't there anyway. She said she will watch, she'll come into our breakout groups, but in the end, she didn't. So I mean, that's fine. She still marked us as complete. We're done. So after the role playing session, you leave the breakout room, and then go back into the main room, and then from there she'll tell you, okay, as long as you completed all three requirements have been completed, and then it says there's a tick and then satisfactory indication, you can leave. You're done basically. So you see all three. So the first one is the 45 question knowledge test, and then the second one is the 15 question knowledge test. That's the two part. And then you see tick on those, tick on those. Actually, during the break, you would I was refreshing, and then I got a tick for both as well, and it was satisfactory. So we're done with those. And then after the role play, when she said go and check, I refreshed, and then boom, you have the tick. Means you're done. And after that, you can just say bye bye. You can ask the question. She did mention there will be 3 days of waiting period for your certificate to be done. So that is even the digital one. So she said if maybe at most, now it's Monday, maybe at most it'll be in on Wednesday morning, if not Thursday morning. So it is going to be a 3 day kind of wait, which is fine as long as you have that, you've completed it at least. You don't have to worry about when you're going to receive it. Any future or potential employers, if they ask, you can just say you're waiting for your certificate to arrive into the mailbox or email or whatever. For me, in this case, it's the student portal that I need to log into, maybe on Wednesday morning. Yeah, so that's about it. And yeah, that's your RSA. If you're looking for work that serves alcohol, or any businesses that has alcohol in their establishment, you might need to get your RSA certification. So specifically, certain places would have more requirements, which is for Melbourne Vic. They do have more requirements compared to other states in Australia. So you will also receive your LCV, which is the liquor certification or something like that. So you get more from this if you get your certification in Melbourne, because the requirements for Melbourne is much more higher. So technically, working in any other location except for SA, Southern Australia, uh, everything else is gonna be fine after you complete your RSA. Any other location except for Southern Australia will be accepted basically. So for your work anywhere else, if you want to relocate, go ahead. But make sure if you are from any other location and then you're coming into Melbourne, you need to make sure you check your research your certificate whether it fits the Melbourne's requirements for certification, because Melbourne and there's two other locations that require more certification compared to the other states in Australia. That's about it. If there's any other question that you have for the RSA in terms of alcohol or any work related to that kind of thing, you can just freely put it in the comments. I'll reply you, and I'll give you the link in the description for uh, the certification that I chose. I mean, the school that I chose to help me get this certificate. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think there's nothing much. You're just gonna see me in my four corners of the room, and we're done. Tomorrow is a different day. Tomorrow night we might have something on. So stay tuned for that one. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Bye bye. Cut.